Good ladies and disappointments. Good morning, ladies and disappointments. I hope mko salama. It's a fine Friday. Nimevaa full neck because weather inakaa ni kama inataka kunigeuka na sijatoka kwa nyumba, lakini that's besides the point. It's been a minute since I've done a traumatizing story, and let me give you one. Yeah? My friend Juicy has gone through something that has reminded me that men will always be men. It doesn't matter, men are always men. I have never forgotten it, but I've thought it's wise to share and remind you that that gender that I call disappointment, there's a reason I'll never change that name. Now, my friend decided she wants to go upgrade her gadgets: phone, iPad, MacBook. My friends have the money, and I'm like, mashallah, mnaomba mko mmeangalia gani kwanza. If you have a new device, uniambie umeomba word for word verbatim, uniambie uliomba uko umeangalia upande gani. Very fast, come to the front and tell me. Ama watu wenye mna gift ya nanga masimu, mimi address yangu amjui ni wape address. Anyway, I digressed. So she tells me I'm going to upgrade this and this and this, and I'll let you know how it goes. I'm like, hey baby girl, book is the upgrades, what? Send me photos. I need to see, we need to celebrate this one. And she goes to town to buy what she needs to buy. Now, I'm not going to mention the store because not relevant. And while she's there negotiating, ile anaangalia hii kala anasema, hebu nipatie ile kala nyingine ndio vile inakaa. She's there doing her debate. She already picked the MacBook. I know she was very straightforward with the MacBook. The iPad and the phone, that's where she was. So amechagua, settled on the iPad. Now it's the phone. In the beginning, or rather in the process of her negotiating for these things, or rather debating for the colors and everything, a man walks in and behind her says, again, ako anaangalia ako na face direction yake. Akasema, mpatie zote tu nitalipia. So this girl is like, huh? Akasema, ai, hiyo kala gani ameshika? Hapana, usimpatie hivyo, mtafutia black, because what color is that? Why would you want to walk around with something screaming in your hand? Now, first of all, if you're gonna talk to me like that, I expect you to be one, either my homeboy, my homegirl, or someone I banter with. Otherwise, yeah, don't talk to me like that. So she's turning around wondering, I don't know that voice, so who the fuck has the audacity to talk to me like that? Kageuka napata mwanaume. Unaona mswali. Unajua usitembee na kitu unless unataka kuibiwa. Unajua wasichana mnanga self consciousness, hamnanga consciousness surroundings zenu, so you don't mind where you're going. She's still looking at him like, who the fuck are you and why are you giving me instructions on what to do? So she says, I had settled on this, so let me take this and this. Sawa, run up my tab, niambie ni pesa ngapi, I pay. Akaulizwa card, M-Pesa, cash, akasema I'm paying by M-Pesa. Good. Great. This man said, no, put it on my tab, ndo hii kadi yangu. He gives out a card. So this attendant is like, Rada. So she looks, because it was a girl, she looks at the girl and asks, unamjua? Like, ile signal ya, unamjua? She's like, no, I said I'm paying by M-Pesa. Misijua analipia nani, analipia nini. My things I'm sorted. I'm paying for my shit. I didn't come here with somebody. Ningekuwa nataka kulipiwa ningetumana nikuje nilipiwe vitu. Lakini najilipia mwenyewe. There's a reason I'm buying these things myself. So, zimewekwa nini, she's paying. And this man said, kwanza alimwambia, she said I'm paying. This girl asked, why the fuck are you paying for me and you don't know me? Also, why are you taking up a tone with me and I don't know you? Kwani nimekuja kwa shop nikuwa broke? I know what I was coming for. I know what I'm getting. Stop bothering me. Sija kuomba kitu. Ningekuwa nataka kuomba ningeitisha kwenye nimetoka. So the man is like, hey, mama, calm down, relax. I'm just trying to be nice, nini. Okay, you know what? Amenunua simu gani? iPhone 17, sawa. Muongezea 17 Pro, a new one. Same specs, 1 TB, blah, blah, blah. A 17 Pro on my tab. Sina kumwambia, mimi sitaki chochote. The man is like, no, that's my gift. Oh, cool. Okay. Mumesikia kuna witnesses, nimesema sitaki, amesema sawa. So she gets 2 phones. The man is like, oh, so now you won't give me your number? The girl is like, so she used this like, nakupeaje number na ndo nimenunua simu na ni simu. It was funny. It was not supposed to make sense, but it made sense at that exact moment. The man was like, oh, sawa. Aya, here's my number. Could you call me? Ukishafungua simu. Sawa. She goes, settles in, gets her new devices set up, nini. And she says, okay, let me just text the man just to say thank you. And also to tell him to not take up that such a tone with a lady. Again, I can't text. She didn't save the number. She just texted him like, hey, thank you for the new phone. I love it. It's going to help with content creation. Although I didn't appreciate the tone you took up with me. The man is like, oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I thought it was charming. Apparently, it was only charming in my head. So now he doubles down and backs down and apologizes and looks like he's very sorry about it and starts taking interest in what the girl does. So namuuliza, oh, baby girl, unafanyanga nini? Nini. My girl, my friend. You would think she's a content creator with these devices. But funny enough, she creates content for other people. This is what I mean. She can shoot, record, and edit and everything, but send it to... She does that for other creators. Yeah. She doesn't like being in the spotlight, so she does that for the creators, which is fun, which is fine. She makes her money like that. Unalipwa to edit video. Hey, hata mimi nakubali. Hata mimi ningekuwa na skill, I accept. What? Anyway. So, the man takes interest. She just says she's into content editing, nini, blah, 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 this, that, okay. And the man says, I would like to take you on a date. The girl was like, let me give you time first to see how you behave because your first impression of me was not someone I would actually go out with. He's like, cool, I'll take my time. So 1 week, 2 weeks go by and the girl is like, you know what? On your date offer, yes. I'm down to go on a date with you now that we've had a few conversations. I feel like I know you better. We can go on a date. Nimenyongwa nikicheka because the minute you give a man a second chance, the minute you give that gender a second chance, they show you why they deserve to stay in the pit. Because great, this one says, oh, perfect, I have a whole plan. This is what I got. There's this event. After that, there's this movie. And after that, maybe if you're down for it, we can go to the club after party. If you'll be tired, we can go home and sleep. But my place is not all that good. Now, I to Kambali and I don't want to impose on your space for the first day. So can we take a B&B? All that in one text. So she's like, oh, he's articulate. He knows what exactly he wants and he's very planned. So, okay. So she was like, okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, that part Kwanza, I don't like as a girl to impose Congo on the first date. Yes, I accept. I actually agree with that statement. Nini wakachagua hadi B&B. Sawa? In the heart of Lavington, wakachagua B&B. Nini. So the event goes well. She was in a skater dress. Skater dress. A very short one. Cute, floral. And boots. She looks gorgeous. Stunning. Absolutely. It's giving both party and cozy. So you can blend in. They went for the event, went great. They finished that. They went to the movie. Akamuliza, do you want to go for the... Absolutely. To the club, to get shots, military to talk to the home. Great. They were going back to the B&B at around 4:30 to 5 a.m. Now, kwale kwa club walingia wakapiga shots za tequila. Tequila goes straight through you. I love tequila. It's my favorite to go drink if I need to drink. Tequila and gin always. But tequila na ikiamua go through you, utakuwa gonkanji. Utaenda. You will proceed away. You will proceed away. Yes. So she took 8 shots of tequila back to back. I don't know what they had bet about and it ended up in shots. So it ended up being 8 shots back to back. The man ended up taking 3. And he was like, don't worry, I got you. I'll protect you. Nini. I'll be here to be with you. Blah, blah, blah. Sijali uko na mimi. Uwezi potea. Uwezi biwa uko na mimi. And given through the night, wakiwa sherehe, wakiwa club, wakiwa event, wakiwa wapi, the man has been acting like a protector. Yes, he's been there. Ako like, niko hapo. You can't touch my mouse. Karibia, my girl. Okay? Look, but you don't touch. Tuendele? So, wakitoka klabu, msichana haoni vizuri, like, shots back to back, crazy. Hata mimi naziogopanga zikifika 3, I'm out. Pause. Focus. Yeah. Wakafika B&B. It was not funny story. Alikuwa amebook second floor, because apparently beyond that floor, you know how it goes. So, book second floor. It was a nice space. It was right next to the lift. Like, the girl was like, accessibility on point. So this man ako nyuma yake akamwambia fungua mlango, there's a surprise for you inside. So the girl is left wondering, surprise na tumebuki BNB mchana. Anyway, maybe he's resourceful enough to have planned something when we were out. So again, she's drunk out of her mind. Kufungua mlango, there's 2 niggas standing across the room on the other end, looking at her, direct contact. Unafungua mlango hivi, you see 2 tulikuwa tunazijaje kwa insha jabali la miraba minne. You remember that? Now double it and give it to the next person. Rather double it and give it to her. And she's like, what? So haoni vizuri. So ako like, huh? Akaingia. So mwanaume ameingia nyuma yake. Akamwambia, oh, make yourself comfortable. Juli kuna dhani tumetoa over 120,000 ya simu for free. Who the fuck do you think you are? So she's like, what the fuck is not happening? Instantly, unaona zile zenye ushuka. Unaona ushaipoteza simu kwa club. Vile zinashukanga immediately. That's the same way zilishuka. Because they're like, oh, hold up. I need to know where the fuck I am. Where the fuck are my devices and what am I doing? She had carried that 17 Pro that day. She didn't carry the one she bought with her money. She had carried the 17 Pro. Smart choice. Immediately, always, ukifinyanga, iOS usually has a feature. Ukifinyanga some, is it power button for 5 seconds consecutively, if you've set it on, it will send an SOS alert to your emergency contacts. Your emergency. I have that feature. Kuna time hadi mabeshe zangu walikuwa nipigia often because I used to press it kimakosa, or my ex has my phone and I press kimakosa, and then my friend is calling me like, yo, umetuma location na emergency SOS. I'm like, no, shit, sorry. So that's what she did. Press the phone, mbio, sends the location to her emergency contacts. Now, this other trick that I also always have on my phone is anybody with my Find My iPhone, kama nimekuambia nimetoka nje ya nyumba, please, kama uko na Find My iPhone yangu, please make sure una zoom in daily. When mini mtali, I can end up anywhere and I don't make sure I tell everybody. At least 2 people know where I'm going or who I'm with, but not everybody knows. Kama uko na Find My iPhone, the people who have my Find My iPhone, they are always zooming na wananiita mtali because they know atafungua angalia shanga sasa huyu unafanya nini keno kidogo niko sijui wapi. Yes, and I do the same with my friends. Randomly just open Find My and see where you are. So sisi pale kwa emergency SOS, one of them tuko na group chat, text ako like, yo baby girl, umeona SOS ya nani? Niko like, SOS kwani yako? Mimi nikafungua Find My iPhone. I'm like, where are you? We see kwenye yako in Lavington. Niko sema, okay, nani is closer, who has her contact, ampigie angalie kama she's fine. It turns out this man was actually harboring a lot of resentment towards this girl because of that first interaction, to the point he planned all this and then planned his friends, his buddies, to be in the room to assault this girl. The 3 of them to assault her. Ndio wakuwa wamelipia pesa ya iPhone 17 Pro. Yeah, I'm quiet because I need that to sink in. So when she sent us that alert, someone who was 5 minutes away na yakatoka. So sisi wote sasa tunangangana kupiga hiyo simu. Calls back to back. Like, ai nani ananipigia? So she says, sister yangu ananipigia, can I pick this call kwanza alafu nirudi? She goes to the bathroom, picks the call. She's like, guys, I'm not okay. I need someone to come get me. Luckily, one of our friends was already on the way. Like, tukisikianga SOS, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're the closest unit, run. I love my friends for that. Run. If you're the closest unit, run, my friend. Kimbia. Toka mbio wendo mtafute. So, she, again, is in a state address. Amekaka kwa bafu, tunaongea kwa simu, they start getting suspicious, wako like, hakuna nini. Fungua nini, they are getting violent. They're actually getting very violent. Kwa mlango. And she's like, sawa, nikitoka bafu, I just have to make a right turn and open the door nitoke. Can I make it? Again, you're panicking, you're anxious. Let me tell you, alituambia hajui vile alitoka kwa hiyo mlango, but she managed to get grabbed. Dress yake kakararuriwa yote. The whole dress was, cause ilishikwa it was torn, the whole thing. Alijishikilia akakimbia. Again, 2nd floor. Ran down the stairs mbio. Akajificha. She hid between 2 cars zilikuwa kwa kona. So she hid in between nyuma yao. Akakaa hapo. She doesn't have her phone, mind you. Ameacha wapi? phone, handbag, whatever was in the bag including her keys ziko huko juu. Yeye ametoka tu kwa bafu huko ametoka. Hey? So good thing my friend comes in. The men didn't actually run after her. Here's the funny thing. They didn't even try to leave the room. My friend comes in, akaingia kwa parking, akaulizwa unaenda wapi, akasema I'm picking my friend because she has sent us the room number. Picking my friend here. Okay, great. Kidogo ameingia amepark, my friend hears kumefungwa mlango. So amesimama hapo nje anangoja kuona kama ataona msupa. My girl is looking, akaona beshte yake, akimbia akaenda kwake akamshikilia, wakaingia kwa gari, and that's how they left there. She went to the police, she reported the situation. I have not known how it has gone beyond that, but from what she told me, the interaction from reporting, it didn't go well. But let me tell you, Maina, this gender, first of all, if you're going out with this gender, have someone know you where you are and have a closest unit. Second of all, akikuonyesha his side the first time, ata muongee miaka 3, do not trust that disappointment gender. I said what I said.